Hey, what's up guys? It's the Rubes, and I'm going to be doing a 1v1 commentary on Jona's gameplay. He's playing Messiah, and I kind of wanted to do like a longer commentary, mainly because I ran out of time. So he did an extended 1v1 and let me use it. So, yeah, let's get started. So he's going to do a jetpack push in the beginning. This is actually really hard to stop. I played against a lot of people that do jetpack pushes, and if they're good at it, it's kind of hard. And I play on a bumper jumper, so it's hard for me to use a jetpack. Actually, almost impossible unless you play claw, but I really can't play claw. So yeah, I think he told me he played default. Yeah, I think he plays default, so he's able to use a jetpack and still move around and stuff normally. He doesn't have to play claw or anything. So yeah, he got a nice snipe there. Yeah, so all in all right now, Messiah is actually not that bad of a player. I think the score ends up being like 37-5 or something. Nice no scope there. 37-5, but Messiah is not. It's not like he's a bad player. He's actually pretty good. But Jona's just a beast in 1v1s and knows how to play and get away and stuff, which is mainly why I wanted to do a commentary on his gameplay. Because there's so many things that he does that's like I need to talk about in general, I guess, because I can't. A lot of things he does in 1v1s I don't do, or do enough of, I guess. I'll do it sometimes, but he does it a lot, and he's really good at it. So yeah, he plays on high sensitivity, so he can whip around and do some crazy things, and you'll see him. But he's actually really steady with his DMR. A lot of people don't like high sensitivity because it's harder to be steady with your DMR, VR, whatever you use. But he actually has really good control over his DMR. So it's not bad. It's actually better that he's able to play on high sensitivity. It's only an advantage that he's gonna have. So, and notice how he's kind of lining up. He's just predicting where the guy's head's gonna be, and he's just gonna line it up and just shoot. I mean, he's not whipping at all. He's mainly just lining it up. He'll whip sometimes, but you'll see him just like aim where he thinks the guy's gonna be, and then just pull the trigger when he walks into it, which is actually what you're supposed to do. So,
Killing spree.
like, that's another example of high sensitivity being good, mainly because he can just whip over there and get the kill really fast when he sees him. But it's hard to play on high sensitivity. I don't play on high sensitivity myself, just because I think it's easier for me to play on 4 and just be more steady and consistent. But I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. So right now he's like just lining up the no scope right now. And there's a lot of things that he does in this game that I'm gonna point out, but I'll have to wait till the time comes to kind of explain it. Yeah, so he's just kind of waiting for him to strafe into the no scope right there. Being patient, he's not chasing. That's another thing. In 1v1s, you cannot chase that much. I mean, there's points where you do chase and you want to chase, but right there is just a perfect example of just staying up top, keeping the high ground, and not chasing. Because if you drop down, you can get a ninja assassinated, and just like I don't know. It's just not good to drop down and try to chase in that situation. So, good job by him. Yeah, so I mean, being that steady with the DMR right there on 10 sensitivity, cannot talk. It's actually really hard, so I'm actually kind of impressed that he's that steady. Let's see, yeah, camo should be coming up soon, so he's kind of just staying ring 2 for camo, which is best idea probably. Yeah, so he knows that camo's coming up. He just wanted to maybe try to get a lucky shot on him. Nice snipe there. I like how he zooms in on the chest, and at the last second he just like moves it right up to the head. A lot of pro players do that too. So
Killing frenzy.
And also right there, like, I don't know if you noticed, he kind of windmilled around the guy's like body and then went back to the right. And he's able to do that because he has high sensitivity. If you have low sensitivity, you can't really do that. So he's taking advantage of the high sensitivity and doing stuff like that since he over pursued the guy. Moved it way too much to the left, but he's able to whip it right back. And you guys should also watch how he uses the jetpack because he's actually really good about using the jetpack. I think he dies here, but I think he's just trying to go for a no-scope right now, just kind of fucking with him. Anyways.
Revenge.
So just that's all the sniper ammo. He's probably not too happy about that. Nice nade there. Little 360, I guess. Nice spawn nade. See, like, that is just insane how you can get that headshot, that, like, just that quick and that precise. Like, just, I don't know, blows my mind. Barely missed that, actually. Yeah, so normally, I mean, 1v1s would normally end at 15, obviously. But since it's an extended 1v1, and I just wanted to talk about a lot of the things he does. He just continued the game on, just warming up probably. So, yeah, so he's just waiting. He's just, like, lining it up, putting it at head level, putting the reticle at head level, and just letting him walk and do it. And if he needs to, then he just walks with his other stick just to keep it level. He doesn't move. Let's see. I don't have a controller, so it's... kind of saw that coming too, by the way. But I don't have a controller in my hand. I don't know. I'm so confused with the joysticks right now. But let's see. If you're just to walk, like whatever joystick you use to walk, that's what you should use mainly in sniping. You should use the other joystick just to get the snipe at head level, and then you should walk and just like to just like keep it at head level and keep it steady, and then just walk with the person, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of complicated, but like I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be, but most of you know what I'm talking about, and it will probably happen later in this game anyways, and I'll probably like reiterate it. Yeah, there should be. I think there's a kill coming up right now that I wanted to talk about. It's just kind of how he uses the obstacles and.
Killing frenzy.
Just kind of predicted that he was going to go there and use that nade. Yeah, you guys, a lot of people don't bounce their nades off the ground. That's kind of what I like. I love using my nades like when I bounce them. Because it just kind of floats and it always like happens to just blow up at the right moment. There's got to be something in the game where if you bounce a nade like and just have it floating in the air and you're next to it, it will blow up when you get next to it. Because I mean, there's multiple times where right when it comes off the bounce it blows up, and then there's sometimes where it just stays like it's not blowing up for like 5 seconds and just staying in the air and just like slowly coming towards your face and just magically blows up right in your face. That happens to me all the time. So there's got to be something like that. So you guys should bounce your nades more. Like try to use the ground to predict your nades and stuff, if that makes sense. Because it helps a lot. I mean, I do it a lot and it works. So. Yeah, so it's 22-2 right now. Kind of a ridiculous amount. I mean, and it's just a 22-2 in any situation is ridiculous. And it's not like he's playing a player right now that's trash. Just a nice jump snipe there. So, I mean, this player's actually pretty good. McSi's not bad. He's pretty good. So, I think Jona just had a good game, and maybe McSi just wasn't having his best game. But yeah, so I think Jona told me that he wasn't gonna pick up camo anymore. He just walked right by it. He wasn't gonna do that anymore, I guess. Yeah, so in my other commentaries, I always talk about how watching out for the ring 1, because a lot of stuff happens ring 1 in 1v1s. Mainly because Camo comes up ring 1, and people run out that door and ninja like he did. And I'm just saying, you guys are gonna get ninja'd a lot if you're not. If you just keep on running past there and not expect a ninja, you're gonna get ninja'd, and it's gonna happen a lot to you. So just be aware of that. I would also recommend jumping through the ring 1 remaining arc area, like the door, because it's gonna be harder for people to ninja you. Actually, they can't ninja you if you jump at the same level. You just jump right into their back, which would just prevent the ninja. And also, if people have sniper and they're just keeping at head level, waiting for you to chase them and walk through the door, if you jump, it won't be at head level, and they won't be able to line up that no scope. Sometimes, I mean, they'll get lucky and just whip it up and somehow get a kill. But I mean, more times than not, you're gonna be fine if you jump through. Yeah, so Jona is the type of guy to either just no scope or completely just aim down the sights and wait for you. He doesn't quick scope a lot. And personally, I don't quick scope. I mean, I'll quick scope if I need to. I don't know. I think he just ate his down. I'm not sure though. They said something about how he hit him and the sound didn't register till later, but I don't know what happened there. That was just kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. Mixai was teabagging for some reason. I mean, when it's 26-3, I don't think there would be any reason, but
Revenge.
27-3. My bad. Right here, I think this is it right here. You'll see how he uses the obstacle to his advantage. Like, it might not seem like that was like kind of like a good thing to do right there. Like, he kept on just jumping out, but from Mixai's perspective, he's like at one end of the P. Like, you look how far away like that is. He's at one end of the P, and then like all of a sudden he appears at the other end. If you have a lower sensitivity, you're not going to be able to hit that shot easily. Not saying that there's no way he could have gotten that kill, because if he hit all of his shots, he would have. But it's so hard to predict that where he's going to come out, and Jona was just doing a great job of using that to his advantage. Also, I know I talked about this in my last commentary, but if you're hiding behind obstacles and stuff, it's a nice snipe. It's hard for the player like trying to shoot you to actually hit you, because if you're behind an obstacle and your reticle or the other player's reticle goes over the obstacle instead of you, the reticle turns blue instead of red, and that means that there's no aim assist. And have you guys ever tried to like shoot your teammates and like you just can't kill your teammates with your DMR? Well, you can, but like it's a lot harder to, because your shots aren't aim assisted by the game. So it's like you can't do it. You can't kill them. It's like really hard to like keep it steady. So that's what the obstacles do. If you go behind an obstacle and your reticle turns, or the other player's reticle turns blue, when that happens, their shots are going to be like, it's going to be like you're trying to kill your own team. So it's going to just, the shots are going to be going all over the place, and there's no aim assist. The aim assist is going to keep on turning off and on, and it's just going to throw you off, which is a really good reason to hide behind obstacles and use obstacles to your advantage. Like, use them in your strafe. So strafe out, put a shot, go back behind the obstacle, poke out somewhere else, and they're not going to be able to keep that their reticle red and keep the aim assist on all the time. So, I mean, it's not impossible to kill you when you're behind an obstacle, obviously, but it's a lot harder. So, just think about that. Yeah, so the game's almost over here. Yeah, so nice. He uses a jetpack pretty well in this game. I mean, I forgot to talk about it, but a couple times he would use it in his strafe, or not really in his strafe, but he would jetpack. Like when he got 2 shot, he would jetpack up in the air instead of jump. He would jump and jetpacks, like boost them higher. It's like kind of throws you off if you're the other player. So he did a pretty good job of that. Yeah, so he's just lining up. He was just lining it up there, waiting for him to walk into it, but nice no scope there. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever sit in that spot right there. I'd either just go one way or the other, because if you drop down from ring 1, you could have killed him. If you drop down from the other way, you could have killed him either way. So
30 seconds
Yeah, this is actually a pretty good gameplay all in all. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We got 12 seconds left here. I don't even. Yeah, so I think the final score ended up being 37-6. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And if you want to have me post any gameplays or clips or anything up, just let me know. Peace, guys.
Game over.